Good morning. Welcome to Almus Market Morning. Jayaram here. We had a volatile session on stocks yesterday, and particularly the US market started deep in the red, but recovered quite a bit later. The initial sell-off was driven by higher yields, with the 10-year yield touching 1.8080, but has retreated a bit later. Particularly the Nasdaq, the tech-heavy Nasdaq fell almost 3%, and at its lowest level, it was down 10.37% from the record level reached in November 21. So that has actually one sector which has gained a lot through easy monetary policy and abundant liquidity, and now it has become sensitive to the Fed's hawkishness, which has come about recently. Also, I don't think the volatility in the market has ended. We are just at the beginning of the year, and this may just be a taste of things to come, according to me. Meanwhile, following Deutsche Bank and also JP Morgan, yesterday Goldman Sachs said it expects Fed to raise rates 4 times in the year compared to its previous forecast of 3, and even says Fed may begin the process of cutting balance sheet size as soon as July. Some even say that Fed may raise rates even before the taper ends. So we will have to look for the clues for these things. Jerome Powell and Bernard will testify before Senate committee this week. This is more on their nominations to the Fed. Definitely they will face questions on monetary policy, quantitative easing, inflation, etc. So we'll have to look forward to that. On the dollar, initial rise in the yields helped other currencies like euro, rather helped dollar to recover against euro, GBP. But later on, they have recovered as the yields have retreated and the risk sentiment improved. But surprisingly, dollar yen has come below 11550. It had hit 116 plus last week, and the price action in dollar yen is quite heavy, and it is indicative of something larger in the market on the risk side. So we need to wait and see. Overall, dollar index is unable to break higher, while it is not making much progress on the downside as well. Looking at the level where it is and also the overbought conditions, I feel dollar index is headed lower. May take some time to play out, but that's what it is indicating. On the USDINR, risk sentiment was upbeat yesterday on stocks. Apart from the stock sentiment, the trend in the USDINR has been down. Everyone following the trend. A lack of buyers, although we have not heard any big flow yesterday, normal flow, and exporters kind of panicking, and some doing even stop loss selling was seen. That has resulted in USDINR almost touching 74. I think in the NDF market we have even seen 73.94. Notwithstanding the current downtrend, we are still in a zone from where either a good correction or even a reversal is possible. There are no signs for it, but one needs to be alert for it. I don't think the central bank is happy at a one-way move, that too on the appreciating side, when we are having a huge trade deficit. That's all. Thank you.
Okay, good morning, everyone. So in a major development today morning, this is slightly off bit, but in a major development today morning, Vodafone Idea has announced that they will issue additional shares to Government of India against interest related to spectrum auction installment and AGR conversion to equity. Post this, government will own 35.8% of a company equity. So this is a kind of a restructuring which Vodafone was looking for. a development which government will own directly a private company. So important development. This week is another important week with respect to testimony of both Powell and Bernard, and CPI data on Wednesday. Powell testimony is today, and I think Bernard is tomorrow. Powell would be answering questions, sent a question today to secure his position as Fed chairman for second term. US yield curve moved further high, led by primarily 2-year USD yield, which is now dealing at 91 basis, and 10-year USD is dealing at a 1.77%. After a major move in crude oil for last 1 month, Brent and WTI both are now consolidating around $82 and $79 respectively. Yesterday, Bitcoin traded marginally lower than 40,000, which is basically a 40% down from the high seen of 69,000 somewhere in August. At below 40,000, they got a good bid. Bitcoin got a good bid, now dealing at a $42,000 per unit. Indian 10-year yield continued to move higher and closed at 6.59% yesterday evening. Today, there would be some buying in 10-year bond will happen as government has announced a new 10-year government security in auction. So market will be now looking at new 10-year auction, and which probably the yield will come slightly lower than 6.5, which RBI will try to do that. So that will set a clue for coming months for the bond market. Yeah, that's all from me. Have a nice day. Thank you.